From beautiful northern Vancouver Island, it's John Lovelace's Wings Over Canada.
On today's show, we fly the Navajo into a remote sand strip by a lake in Manitoba. And there we discover a forgotten wilderness lodge. We meet a family and their friends who are trying with sweat equity to bring new life back into the business.
Power confirmed. Airspeed alive. There's 80. There's 90. There's 95. We're showing positive brake.
On today's flight, we are leaving Oshawa, Ontario to fly all the way into the Manitoba wilderness. Now, Aviation World, a longtime sponsor of this television series, is sending up its Cirrus to see us off. The flight will take us on a beeline from southern Ontario, about 900 miles on a straight line over the Great Lakes, all the way into Manitoba's Barren River system. At a burn rate of just over 17 US gallons a side, we have enough fuel on board to make this flight without a stop. The weather is forecasted to be marginal VFR, with unstable upper-level trough and cells all along our route. But this is pretty typical weather for summer flying in Canada. So while the crew relaxes in the back, Luke and I can thread our way through the worst of the weather with our weather radar and terrain navigation GPS. About 40 years ago, this area of Manitoba was one of the best-known fishing destinations in the land. But recently, its popularity has waned. So our mission today is to fly in here and rediscover the area and see if the legendary walleye fish schools are still hanging out in these clear Manitoba lakes. While we're here, if the water's high enough, we're going to try to get a small boat into the mysterious area called Kicking Lake. The Beset, Manitoba region is one of Canada's greatest treasures. This is Fishing Lake Lodge. We're 175 miles northeast of Winnipeg, tucked up against the Ontario-Manitoba border. The lake is deep, 300 feet in some places, with 100 miles of shoreline. We're on the Barren River chain, which ensures a constant supply of nutrient-rich water. When you combine this rich food supply with underwater reefs and deep drop-offs, it becomes an ideal habitat for trophy walleye and northern pike. The lodge and cabins are all log construction. There are 7 cabins located along 2,000 feet of natural sand beach. All guest cabins are equipped with modern bathrooms, and you have your choice of cabins with 2 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms. Each cabin has a wood-burning fireplace stove and a terrific view of the lake and beach. But the best thing about Fishing Lake Lodge is that it has its own private runway, and it's plenty long. In fact, it's 3,800 feet with good approaches at both ends. But this is a wilderness runway, and there's 2 pieces of advice I can give you. First of all, make sure when you get here, you got enough fuel to get you back to where you came from. And secondly, this is a sand runway. And if it gets rainy, it can get sloppy. So call ahead before you leave and make sure the runway is suitable for a landing. But the best thing is you don't have to have your own airplane to come in here at all, because you can just come in with a charter airplane. And as you can hear, there's 2 chieftains in right now from Winnipeg to pick up some guests.
Good morning.
How are you doing? I'm John.
I'm Matthew. How are you?
Hi. So how do you like flying the chieftain?
Oh, I love the chieftain.
Yeah.
I love the chieftain. You can get in and out quickly. You can get them stopped fairly quickly. Keystone Air has 4 Navajo chieftains.
Yeah.
And 1 straight Navajo. And we got another one coming in too.
So tell me what you're going to do when you fly out of here.
A soft field technique. The midpoint of the runway gets a little soft, so I'm going to get my nose wheel off and just get it flying and hold it in ground effect.
Yeah. I'm John Lovelace from Wings Over Canada.
Of course you are. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. Good.
Tell me about what it's like flying up here.
It's challenging. Like the weather and stuff. Not as many reporting stations. I like airports like this when it gets wet. You get pretty muddy. But last time I came in this one, I turned around.
Yeah.
You can really hurt your props trying to turn around in the slot.
Yeah.
You gotta keep the speed up in the turn, or else
Yeah.
you'll pick up a lot of rocks.
Yeah. When we come back, we're going to learn more about this beautiful, undiscovered wilderness jewel in Manitoba. We're going to see what a 1,000 horsepower Polish engine can do to the performance of a single engine otter. And we're going to look for the lost lake of the Barons River system.
DVD copies of this show and all 172 episodes of the Wings Over Canada series are available, singly or in box sets at wingsovercanada.ca, or give us a call toll-free at 1-866-909-4647.